Yo. So you're gonna ask you some more questions, part 2 then, I guess. Alright, it's been a while. Yeah, so I asked you guys to send me some questions. And yeah, this is great. So we're gonna start off with Nexu123, and she says, where would you like to travel and why?
Where do I like to travel? I guess I already kind of answered this, but Copenhagen, I guess, California, for management and stuff like that. I guess it has to happen one day, maybe, hopefully. Yeah, that's kind of like a must. Like, I'm saving money for that, you know what I mean? So it's somewhere that I'd like to visit, Howard Stern show. But where do I like to travel? Copenhagen, Thailand. But would I, because that's like a beach, that's basically filmed, there's a cool film called The Beach. I watched that a long time ago. And I just fell in love with like the destination really, and just Thailand in general, Asia in general. I like to go traveling and be a Buddhist monk one day. I like to shake my hand and do that. Live up in the Himalayas. What is, next question. Thugpug TY Johnny. Well no, that's the other name, but Aft. Because the at name is FRE Rand Feet Kellic. Alright. What's your favorite song out of the ones you made?
Let me think of a feature song. I don't know, because there's so many songs that haven't been released, and there's so many songs that I'm working on right now that I'm producing for another guy, and it's a really kind of slutty song. It's kind of like a bit of a sexy twist. Not your average sexy, kind of like a little bi-sexy, kind of like a threes, kind of sexy thing. You know what I mean? So that's pretty cool. I'm waiting for him to record that, or kind of like finish sort of. He said he sent me little demos, whatever, but he says he wants to do it over and over again. So that's kind of exciting right now. When you're making a song, it can be kind of exciting and kind of fun, but something that I look back on and made. Probably Without You, because that instrumental is so. I have another song called Equinox, which is like this kind of, but I took that down because it's just like not me anymore really. But it was like a big EDM song, but now my stuff is a little more sort of acoustic, and at the same time it can be really you know what I mean, it can be kind of ambient, but to kind of bridge sort of the heavy, I made a song called Without You, which I think was originally called Wake Up or something. No, I'm not too sure. No, not Wake Up, but no, that was another song. But I guess it'd have to be that one. It has like this real kind of weird like whoop 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 whoop. And I'm like, I don't really remember how I made it. I don't remember how I made any of those songs really. Or maybe Science. I don't know, that has a cool piano in it. And I actually stayed up all night to make those, like, because when I open it up, I start at like 9 or 10, I don't finish till like 6 in the morning, so it's like all night, and I would kind of sleep till like 1, and then I'd get up the next day. I was like on holidays when I made those, so the whole He for She EP is kind of weird. I also have like a new song that I made, it's called When We Meet. It's really kind of like bouncy and out there, and it's like icy songs and kind of like colors, so it's kind of like pink and yellow, you know, it's one of those songs, it's kind of like pink and yellow, like when you see pink and yellow, it's kind of like, I don't know, one of those. What am I talking about? Next question from Kiwi. Hi Kiwi. It's Lolly, it's at Lolly Dilemma, that's with an I. And she wants to know, favorite band or singer you look up to? Tiny Tim. Who else? Kurt Cobain. Who else? Jake Boy. I could say to you that maybe you could look up to singers like you could look up to singers like, you know, Kurt Cobain and stuff like that, but then at the end of the day, I guess I really do more or less appreciate great performers like David Bowie and Mark Bolan, Freddie Mercury, who else? Tiny Tim, I said. Go look up Tiny Tim. Go look up who David Bowie is. I have some books there. No, they're too far away. Yeah, basically that. Also, I like Arthur Rimbaud. He's a poet, but he's not a band or singer. But I like Hole too. I like Courtney Love. And I like Cobain, but I like Ditto. I like Moby. I like Moby a lot, actually. Moby. Yeah, he's like an electronic artist. I was like Ben Jordan. That's enough. Alright, next question. Gassy Uno. I'm really bad at this, I just round. Which I guess is like giving you loads of information, I'm glad. It's only like a minute a question. Well, over 2 minutes a question. That's bad. Punky Miku. How did you come up with the name Paranormal City? That's a great question, Gassy Uno. You ask all the great questions. I was basically releasing songs on my since 2012, and then 2013 came along, and then I got contacted during the summer by someone who wanted to officially kind of release music in a way, and they wanted to kind of side with me, and I was going to be like a producer for them because I put up like little beats, and then some other people. I said in a previous video about DuPaul, he's really nice, and I just got with him, and we made some stuff together. We made something. I just got inspired by him. Then I got with another person called Sexy Princess Jasmine. I don't know if I should say all these names because I don't know if the songs are still up. And then there's all this other artists who did like EDM and horror kind of stuff. So basically, I was really inspired by paranormal. I was really inspired by Owl City, kind of like the beats that I was making. And I really love Owl City. I don't know why I didn't say that as a reference. Obviously, I love Owl City. I also love Passion Pit. That type of music, the Passion Pit. My friend just introduced me to them. But then we started making this horror music for like indie films and all that. I don't know if any indie films. They said that they would use it, but I haven't heard anything since. I gotta check back on that, by the way. I'll tell you if it's been used in any films. But yeah. Then I put paranormal in with Owl City. Well, not really with Owl City. I was just more or less inspired by Owl City, and I was just kind of like, I was going to call it like Ghost City. Like, you know, that's this ghost town, you know what I mean? And, some like owls, you know. And then, there's also Ben Jordan. He's an influence. He made music under, you know, Moby makes music underneath a name. Ben Jordan makes music underneath the name of the Flashbulb. So, I hope that explains it. I just incorporated some to do with paranormal and horror. And now I'm stuck with the name because it was kind of officially released as like a feature type song. So then I said, okay, I'll just produce under Paranormal City. And then I made a Facebook page. I usually just did everything on SoundCloud. But then my friend was like, no, you have to get a Facebook page. You should do all this. And then in December 2013, I finally got a Facebook page. And then I just called it Paranormal City. So I'm stuck with it. Because then I stopped. Camera just went dead. Okay, it's back on. Last question. I'm talking way too much. My battery's running low. Basically, it's from Alessa MacRemy. What if you guys have sent me any more questions? This will be the last question for now. What is your favorite song off the EP? So, yes, that's how we're around. Favorite song of the EP is I don't know. Is it Science or The Night? Not The Night. I like all these other names in mind before. I officially decided to call it Summer Skies. I like, if I go through all of them, I can like show you and tell you some backstory on like the whole EP kind of thing. I wrote the songs, I do them all on acoustic, and I want it to be acoustic, but I live out in the country in the middle of nowhere, so I just did it all myself on my laptop, and yeah, it's pretty indie done, like really indie made, so I decided, I just like made it actually on holidays. I was in Lanzarote, you know where that is, it's kind of like down near Africa, it's owned by Spain, it's really hot, it's really great, and I'd stay up like literally all night making the tracks, like tracks for other people, tracks for me, instrumentals, all that kind of stuff. I'd sleep until 1, then I'd get out and I'd enjoy the sunshine. I'd like spend like 6 hours walking around basically, then I'd spend another, you know, from like 9 to like 6 in the morning making tracks, whatever, because there's no internet there, and the internet didn't even work even though they snuck in and I bought some, but basically, I think I made, what is it, I made Signs. That's like a cool piano thing. I appreciate that. Then I made, Summer Skies as well. That's like ambient too. That's really kind of like, it's got like this rain shaker in it, and it's really like, if you close your eyes, it's kind of like purple and dark, and like you can hear like rain if you like listen, like I put like rain sound effects or like that shaky stick thing. Then there's Best Friend, which is like this thing. I think I made that before, and that was just laying around. That was like kind of not a rejected track, but thing is like I'll like give other artists like my music or whatever, and they'll say, oh yeah, I like that, and then they'll use it, but I like kept this one for myself, so I was just like, okay, I'll use that. And then why can't I remember the last name? Oh yeah, Without You. Yeah, I like listened to that over and over and over and over, and that took like not the longest to write, but I had like 100 different versions of it. And you should know, like, making this EP, I don't know, like making every EP, like I'm always going over the songs every single day and just do it over and over, and I'm like, that's too long, that rappy thing that I did needs to be overdone and done again, or stuff like that. So it definitely was like a long process. Maybe Without You, just because it turned out so weird, I guess, or maybe Signs. I really like the piano, like they're all very different, to be honest. But I'd have to say with Signs, probably Signs, just because it's got this cool piano in it. But they all turn out pretty different. They were originally meant to be acoustic. I was originally meant to be putting an acoustic guitar over all the tracks, and they're meant to be very empty, kind of like as you could kind of, good way, like a metaphor, it's kind of like, it was like the skeleton. I was only meant to be making the skeleton, and then I was going to be putting sort of like the meat or whatever, and the skin was meant to be the guitar, and then my voice. Does that make sense? That's probably really disgusting. But, basically, yeah, so, but it didn't actually turn out like that. I basically just was like, I don't have a good microphone for my guitar, so it did not sound good, so I just put some more strings over it, and then I just, basically that was it. I kind of like made everything, like really, really long time for like maybe like, then I recorded vocals and did it over and over and over again. So that's kind of like how I make an EP. That wasn't even your question, it was like, what is your favorite song of the EP? Science, but that's how I make an EP, anyway. I love all of it. Actually, I hate all of it. No, I should love all of it. It's just traumatic at the end of the day. Anyway, I'm done. Maybe you might send me more questions, I don't know. You actually just ended up sending me more questions. I was just like, oh, I didn't get to the other ones, so my camera just kind of switched off. So this is like part 2, or is it part 3? Actually, I've done another one of these before. Go check that one out. That one's really bad. I was like, you know, the audio got really bad in that one. I don't know. Maybe I might take that video now. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much, and I need to say something in the end, like, you know, here, my kissies from my little baby fishies. No. Stay happy, not crappy. Who says that? Namaste. Yeah, namaste. If you know what that means, I mean, I'm all into that stuff. Oh, my arm looks so weird. What the hell? What is that? Ew.